President Trump's one big beautiful bill passes in the House. A second NBC reporter gets crushed by the White House, and Trump goes off on radical judges. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. All right, number 1 reason Trump is trending today: the one big beautiful bill passes in the House, 215, 214. You had 2 people vote no, 2 Republicans that voted no, Thomas Massie and Warren Davidson. President Donald Trump says both should be primaried. President Donald Trump spoke about it today on Truth, saying the one big beautiful bill has passed the House of Representatives. This is arguably the most significant piece of legislation that will ever be signed in the history of our country. The bill includes massive tax cuts, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, tax deductions when you purchase an American-made vehicle, along with strong border security measures, pay raises for ICE Border Patrol agents. He goes on and on. Then he crushes the Democrats at the end for voting against this thing. They have a warped past. They're out of touch with reality. Open borders is what they want. Men competing against women in sports. All these things, they're out of touch with it. President Donald Trump praises the House for getting this thing passed. It'll now go on to the Senate. Karoline Leavitt also shut down these Democrats for voting against it. Every single Democrat voted no against this, saying that it was that the Democrats have never been more radical, out of touch after this bill has passed, the big, beautiful bill. This, of course, comes after President Donald Trump made a personal visit to the House to make his case for why this bill needs to get passed. Speaker Mike Johnson, working through the night there, was able to get this thing done, voted on very early this morning, passes the House, goes on now to the Senate, where they'll make some adjustments, go back to the House, and then hopefully it gets on President Donald Trump's desk prior to July 4th. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today: Karoline Leavitt shuts down an NBC reporter in the White House press briefing today. This is the second NBC reporter takedown in as many as 2 days. President Donald Trump shut down that NBC lunatic inside the South Africa president briefing meeting that they had there when they were talking about the white genocide of the farmers going on, and the NBC radical comes out and says, oh, what about the Qatar plane? So Trump shut that guy down and shut him up. Today, you had another NBC reporter asking an absolute ridiculous question, trying to say that the video that Trump shared in the Oval Office was unsubstantiated. Karoline Leavitt, of course, says, what are you talking about? What is unsubstantiated about the video? This is referring to what Trump showed was the white crosses in South Africa, each cross representing the life of a white farmer that was murdered in South Africa. The NBC radical is trying to play semantics and saying, they're saying it's playing whether it's a cemetery, a memorial. Each one of those crosses represents a death, a murder that had happened in South Africa to the white farmers. That is exactly what Donald Trump was bringing to the attention of the president of Africa while he was there in the White House. And of course, just like they always do, NBC now, this is 2 in a row, they should be banned from being in the White House and asking questions to the president or to the press secretary. But a great shakedown, a great breakdown, a great crushing of NBC. 2 journalists, fake news reporters in 2 days. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today: the DHS Secretary Kristi Noem blocks Harvard from enrolling foreign students. So President Donald Trump has been adamant about this. Kristi Noem gets it done, blocking Harvard from enrolling foreign students. The federal government blocked Harvard's ability to welcome foreign students as the university resists President Donald Trump's popular and constitutional mandated policy of ending racial favoritism in government-funded schools. This administration is holding Harvard accountable for fostering violence, anti-Semitism, and coordinating with the Chinese Communist Party on its campuses, said Kristi Noem today. It is a privilege, not a right, for universities to enroll foreign students and benefit from the higher tuition payments and help pad their multi-billion-dollar endowments. Harvard had plenty of opportunity to do the right thing. It refused. They have lost their student and exchange visitor program certification as a result of their failure to adhere to the law. Let this serve as a warning to all other universities and academic institutions across the country. And these universities, as we see now, they are just indoctrination camps all we are seeing coming out of these universities are radicalized students that were seemingly innocent and gung-ho and greenhorned when they got into the university as a freshman. They come out, they're wearing a khalifa, or they're shouting intifada, they're talking about Palestine, they hate the police, they hate America, they stand for everything that this country is against. They're little communist manufacturing platforms, as all these universities are. And so now they want to get cute with President Donald Trump, and they want to resist President Donald Trump, and now they have effed around, and they are now finding out. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, he went off on a radical judge in Boston. This is the one that had a big hissy fit about the 8 people that were deported to Sudan and wants them to be brought back to the United States or frozen where they are. President Donald Trump says a federal judge in Boston who knew absolutely nothing about the situation or anything else has ordered that 8 of the most violent criminals on earth curtail their journey to South Sudan and instead remain in this other country. He would not allow these monsters to proceed to their final destination. This is not the premise under which I was elected president, which was to protect our nation. These judges are absolutely out of control. They're hurting our country. They know nothing about particular situations or what they are doing. And this must change immediately. Hopefully the Supreme Court in the United States will put an end to this quagmire. He talks about this, and he goes on, shame on these federal judges. And just like he says, they have no idea they don't care what's going on or what these people have done. All they want to do is stop Trump. We are going to resist President Donald Trump. These federal activist judges should be held accountable for what they are doing, meaning that if they prevent Donald Trump from deporting illegal aliens and they are protecting illegals in this country and that illegal commits a crime, the federal judge that prevented him from being deported should be held accountable for the crimes as well. That's something that needs to happen. And Karoline Leavitt also went off in the White House briefing today, showing all 8 and the absolute heinous crimes that they have committed. It was another, like a rated R movie, the way that she was reading out these just disgusting crimes that were committed by these 8 individuals, and the press just sits there and eats it and could care less and moves straight forward with their BS about, what was the unsubstantiated claim in the video that you showed the president of South Africa. They could care less. It rolls right off them. They don't care about the people that have been murdered and raped and tortured because of these illegals that Trump is deporting. All they want to know about is, we got to protect those illegals. We don't know where they're going. We're worried about them. What about the American citizens who have had to pay the price? Talk to our angel moms. They'll tell you all about it. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today, Trump reads out loud the alarming findings of the MAHA Commission report on childhood health. This is the Make America Healthy Commission report. He was there with Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He reads out loud, more than 40% of American children have at least one chronic health condition. Let me read that again. More than 40% of American children have at least one chronic health condition. Since the 1970s, rates of childhood cancer have soared nearly 50%. In the 1960s, less than 5% of children were obese. Now we are over 20% are obese. Just a few decades ago, 1 in 10,000 children had autism. Today, it's 1 in 31. This is why President Donald Trump has put together this team, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of HHS, to make America healthy again. We have got to get our children back on track in this country. We have got to make physical fitness another key part of our education program, which has just gone completely radicalized in every other direction. We need to bring back some sort of health and physical fitness to the children, but also we got to do it for the adults in this country too. We are one of the sickest, if not the sickest nation in the world, yet we spend more money than any other country on health in this country. President Donald Trump doing something about it, reading the horrific first report from the MAHA Commission today. That's the breakdown I got for you guys. If you enjoyed these rundowns, make sure you follow the podcast so you can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Trump is trending, he's everywhere. From the news to the cat babies in our air.